Good afternoon students. Today we are going to study about types of circuit breaker. So in this there will be a basic types of circuit breakers are there. First is MCB, that is miniature circuit breaker, then MCCB, that is molded case circuit breaker, and ELCP, that is earth leakage circuit breaker. So MCB, now we will see about MCB first, that is miniature circuit breaker. So as this is the original MCB which I have shown here. So now it is manually and automatically operated. It protects during overload and short circuit condition. Then basic function is to detect fault and to interrupt fault current by using this circuit breaker. Then MCB is a function by interrupting continuity of the electrical flow through the circuit once fault is detected. Then two contact, it is having two contact, one is fixed contact and one is moving contact. When current exceeds the predefined limit, a solenoid forces movable contact to open and MCB turns off, thereby stopping the current flow. Okay, so there will be three types of MCB: B, C and D. B trips between 3 to 5 times of full load current. Then C trips between 5 to 10 times of full load current, and D is nothing but 10 to 20 times of full load current. Then its application are nothing but in a new construction to protect house from circuit overload, and it can be used with ground fault also. Then next type is nothing but MCCB, that is molded case circuit breaker. So MCCB comes with an adjustable characteristic for higher models, that is about 2500 ampere or low as 10. Interrupting rating can be 10,000 ampere to 20,000 ampere. MCB or MCCB used for low voltage domestic or commercial industrial purposes. Then its tripping mechanism and terminal contact assembled in a molded case, so they ensure high mechanically dielectric strength and virtually no aging. So current carrying parts are made up of copper and silver. Then next type is nothing but ELCB, that is earth leakage circuit breaker. So the diagram shows the original earth leakage circuit breaker. So ELCB is a safety device used in electrical installations with the high earth impedance to prevent a shock. It detects small stray voltage on metal enclosure of electrical equipment and interrupt circuit when dangerous voltage is detected. It is connected to building main power. It disconnects power in earth leakage condition. There will be two types. One is voltage operated, which detects rise in potential, and second one is current operated. It detects rise in the current. Now we will go for main types of circuit breaker. So in this lecture, first we will go for air brake circuit breaker. So in air brake circuit breaker, the contact separation and arc extinction takes place in the air at atmospheric pressure. Okay, so the contacts are open, arc is drawn between them. The arc core is a conducting part of plasma. The surrounding medium contains ionized air. By cooling the arc, the diameter of arc core is reduced. So the arc is extinguished by lengthening the arc, cooling the arc and splitting the arc. So these are the arc extinction methods which we have already discussed. Okay. The arc resistance is increased to such extent that the system voltage cannot maintain the arc and the arc is getting extinguished at current 0 for AC wave. So there are two sets of contacts. One is main contact and second one is arcing contact. So you can see in this diagram, this is the constructional diagram of air brake circuit breaker. So main contact conducts the current in close position of the circuit breaker. They have low contact resistance and are silver plated. The arcing contacts are hard, heat resistant and are usually of copper alloy. While opening the contact, the main contact dislodges first. The current is shifted to the arcing contact. The arcing contact dislodges later and arc is drawn between them. This arc is forced upwards by the electromagnetic forces and a thermal action. The arc ends travel along the arc runners. So these are nothing but the arc runners. Then here all the names of the parts of air circuit breakers are given here. Okay, so one means here one is shown, so these are the main contacts, then arcing contacts, these are the arcing contacts, then arc splitters, so above these are nothing but arc splitters, then current carrying terminal is number 6, so these are nothing but the current carrying terminals. So this is constructional detail. Now we will go for next, that is arc extension in the air brake circuit breaker. So in air brake circuit breaker, the arc is lengthened, cooled and splitted so as to increase the resistance of the arc. The rapid increase in the arc resistance causes reduction in the fault current and fault current does not reach to the prospective high value. So the arc extinction process is associated or assisted by the current 0 in the AC wave. So the voltage drop across arc goes on increasing with the increase in the arc resistance, and at a current 0 when the recovery voltage across the contact is less than the arc voltage, then arc is getting extinguished. Then in this arc runners are used. So what is the actual use of that? As soon as the arc leaves the vicinity to the contacts, it's some minutes to a pair of run out horns. In doing so, the outer blowout system is switched on. These blowout coils provide a magnetic field such that arc footing is subjected to a strong magnetic field. So electromagnetic theory, force is experienced by current carrying element of length Dn meters carrying current I amperes and placed in a magnetic field B Webers per meter square is given by the cross product, that is dF is equal to I into dl into B newtons. So this is nothing but air brake circuit breaker. Next is oil circuit breaker. It is designed for 11 kV to 765 kV. Then these are of two types, BOCB bulk oil circuit breaker and minimum oil circuit breaker. The contacts are immersed in oil bath. Oil provides cooling by hydrogen created by arc. Then it acts as a good dielectric medium and quenches the arc. So here diagram of minimum oil circuit breaker is shown here. So in this type of also is known as a poor oil or small oil circuit breaker. In minimum oil circuit breaker, the current interruption takes place inside the interrupter. The enclosure of the interrupter is made up of insulating material like porcelain. Hence, the clearance between the live parts and the enclosure can be reduced and lesser quantity of oil required for the internal insulation. One pole of a 3-pole outdoor minimum oil circuit breaker is shown here. So there are two chambers, namely separated from each other but both filled with oil. The upper chamber is arc extinction chamber. This upper chamber is nothing but arc extinction chamber, and below chamber, lower chamber is like a dielectric support. So in this, what is the principle of arc extinction on oil circuit breaker? So as you know, current carrying contacts are separated under oil. The heat of the arc causes deposition of the oil. Gases formed due to decomposition expands, causing increasing pressure. The pressure buildup and flow of gases is influenced by the design of arc control device, speed of contact travel. The energy is liberated by the arc, the gas flowing near the contact zone causing cooling and splitting of the arc. The contact space is filled with fresh dielectric oil. After the final arc interruption at current zero, arc control devices are fitted to the fixed contact of the minimum oil circuit breaker. Arc control device modify the behavior of circuit breakers. So these are enclosures of the dielectric material fitted to the contacts and the circuit breaker, that the actual contacts are separated in the cavity of a device. So at current zero of the waveform, the arc diameter is very small and the gas flow is able to interrupt the arc. The interruption of arc stops the generation of gas and flow of oil. So the contact space contains hot gases during the brief period after the interruption of arc, and high rate of rise of TRV can be cause a restrike. To avoid this, contact travel is extended well beyond the arc control device, so fresh dielectric oil is filled between the contact space after the arc extinction. So this is the principle of arc extinction in the minimum oil circuit breaker. So the advantages of this minimum oil circuit breaker are nothing but oil has good dielectric strength, low cost, oil is easily available, it has wide range of breaking capability. Then disadvantages: slower operation, takes about 20 cycles for arc quenching, it is highly inflammable, so high risk of fire, and last one is high maintenance cost. Now next is nothing but bulk oil circuit breaker. So this diagram shows the bulk oil circuit breaker. This widely used, rated up to 72 kV before 1960. However, the popularity of breaker is decreasing and it is no more favored in modern installation. The tank type circuit breaker have three separate tanks of 72.5 kV and above for 36 kV and below. Single tank construction is popular. In single tank construction, phase barriers are provided between the phases. This type of circuit breaker is used in indoor metal clad draw out type of switchgear up to 12 kV. Above 12 kV it is usually outdoor type. And dielectric oil is used in a circuit breaker as an arc extinction medium as well as insulating medium. It also called as a transformer oil. So the contact separation takes place in a steel tank filled with a oil. The gas formed due to the heat of the oil arc expands and set the turbulent flow in the oil. So that will be whole things are shown here. This tank is wholly contains oil, and these are nothing but two poles, or this is nothing but the gas bubbles. Then these are the arc cores, and this is nothing but a ionized gas. So to assist the arc extinction process, arc control devices are fitted to the contact assembly. These are semi-enclosed chamber of dielectric materials. The performance of oil circuit breaker of dielectric material depends on the effectiveness of arc control device. Okay, so in this the tension rod is raised by operating mechanism, and while closing the circuit breaker the opening and closing is obtained by the lowering and rising the tension rod. As the contact separates, arc is drawn. This arc is extinguished by oil and by the gases formed by the decomposition of the oil. So the control device are normally connected to the fixed contact assembly such that contact separation takes place inside the semi-enclosed devices. So the gas provided in the device produces high pressure in it, and thereby arc extinguish is happen quickly. As the moving contact leave the arc control device, the trapped gas gets released from the arc control device, and the arc is extinguished by the blast effect. So arc control devices are fitted to all modern circuit breakers rated of 3.6 kilowatt and above. Diagram shows the next circuit breaker, that is SF6, that is sulfur hexafluoride circuit breaker. So sulfur SF6 is an inert heavy gas having good dielectric and arc extinguishing properties. So the properties are nothing but it is having physical properties: colorless, odorless and non-toxic. Pure SF6 gas is not harmful to the health. So in this moving cylinder is coupled with the movable conductor against a fixed piston, and there is relative movement between between the two, and the gas is compressed in the cavity, that is movable cylinder and fixed piston. There will be a movement which is getting compressed in the cavity. So this trapped gas is released through the nozzle, and during arc extinction process the travel of moving contact and movable cylinder, the gas puffs over the arc and reduces the arc diameter by axial convection and radial dissipation. Then at current zero, arc diameter becomes too small and arc is getting extinguished. So the puffing action is continue for some time even after the arc extinction, and the contact space is filled with a cool and fresh gas. So in this figure, this is the constructional part where moving contact is shown, then fixed piston is there, in between that movable cylinder is attached, and this is nothing but the nozzle, and this is nothing but the arc which is produced in between the two contacts, and it is all about filled with a SF6 gas. Arc extinction process of SF6 gas is different from that air blast circuit breaker. During arcing period, SF6 gas is blown axially along the arc. The gas removes the heat from the arc by axial convection and radial dissipation. So the arc diameter reduces during the decreasing node of the current wave. Diameter becomes small during current zero, and the turbulent flow is introduced around current zero to extinguish the arc. Now we will discuss about the chemical properties of the SF6. So the first is inert. The chemical inertness of gas is advantageous in switchgear. Life of metallic part contact is longer in SF6 gas. Components do not get oxidized and deteriorated. Hence the maintenance requirement of this is reduced. Moisture is very harmful to the properties of gas. So in the presence of moisture, hydrogen fluoride is formed during arcing, which can attack the metallic and insulating part in the circuit breaker. Then it is electronegative gas. It does not react with the structural material up to 500 degree centigrade, and products of decomposition during arc extinction process. SF6 is broken down to a some extent into SF4, SF2. This the product composition recombine upon cooling to form the original gas. So these are the chemical properties. Then some properties. First is heat transferability. The heat transferability of SF6 gas is 2 to 2.5 times that of the air at same pressure. Then enthalpy, heat content property at temperature below 6000 K is much higher than nitrogen. And next one is low arcing time constant. Time constant of the medium is defined the time between current zero and the instant of the conductance of contact space reaches to zero value. So due to electronegativity SF6 gas, the arc time constant of SF6 gas is very low and the rate of rise of dielectric strength is high. Hence, SF6 circuit breakers are suitable for the condition involving high rate of rise of TRV. So, in this lecture, we have discussed about a miniature circuit breaker, then molded case circuit breaker, then earth leakage circuit breaker. Then we have started main types of circuit breaker that we are using for industry purpose. These are nothing but first air brake circuit breaker, then minimum oil circuit breaker. In that two types are there, minimum oil and bulk oil circuit breaker. And next we have discussed about SF6 circuit breaker. In the next lecture we will see more types of circuit breaker. Thank you.